Hello, dear students. I welcome all of you. Hope you all are good and safe at your home. Let's start our class. Today, our topic is time value of money. It's also included our first chapter of financial management. Okay, students, here I am going to discuss about the meaning or introduction of time value of money, and it is very important in term in the financial management. So, let's see what is time value of money. We know that in every business organization, the financial manager is required to make decision on investment and financing, like purchase of an asset or mobilizing fund affect the cash flow in different time periods. Suppose an asset is purchased, cash outflow take place immediately, but cash inflow will take place only over a period of time. This each cash inflow and outflow at a different point of time are not comparable. That is, rupee received today has more value than rupee received tomorrow. Rupee received now can be compared with the rupee received in future only if the time value of money is come to force. So we can mean that time value of money is a concept which is received today is more valuable than a rupee received in future. Simply, we can mean that a rupee received is worth more than a rupee tomorrow. Okay, students, hope you understood the term time value of money. Okay, our next topic is reasons for time value of money. The main reasons are risk, preference for current consumption, investment opportunities, and inflation. From risk, we know that the future is always uncertain. Hence, the receipt of money in future is also subject to risk. Okay, the next reason is preference for current consumption. That means everybody prefers to have present consumption rather than future consumption. If any urgency of need brings changes in the time value of money. The next one is investment opportunity. We know that money received today can be deployed now for other investment and expect earnings over a period of time. If delayed, the investment can be done at a later time and expectation of return only after that time. So investment is very important in time value of money. The another one is inflation. During inflationary situation, the time value of money expressed in terms of purchasing power declines. Okay, these are the reasons for time value of money. First one is risk. Second one is preference for current consumption. Third one is investment opportunities. Then fourth one is inflation. Okay, student, next our topics. There are different terms included in the time value of money. That is present value, future value, number of periods, interest rate, and payment amount. What is present value? This is your current starting amount. This is the money you have in your hand at the present time. Your initial investment for your future that we can call present value. Okay, what is future value? This is your ending amount at a point in time in the future. It should be worth more than the present value provided it is earning interest and growing over time. The number of periods is the timeline for your investment. It is usually measured in years, but it could be any scale of time such as quarterly, monthly, or even daily. We can use the term number of period. The next, interest rate. This is the growth rate of your money over a lifetime of the investment. Suppose 8%, 10%. These are the interest rate. Then payment of amount. These are the series of equal, evenly spaced cash flows. These are the important terms included in the time value of money. Present value, future value, number of periods, interest rate, payment amount. Our next topic is technique of time value of money. Okay, there are two techniques included in the time value of money. The first one is compounding technique of time value of money, and another one is discounting technique of time value of money. Let's see the term compounding technique of time value of money. Compounding is the process by which cash flows are converted from present value to future value. Okay, it is the process by which cash flows are converted from present value to future value. In compounding, we can calculate the future value of a sum of money or series of sums of money. Okay, how they calculate the present value or future value by using present value? We have the formula. Okay, the formula for the calculation of future value by using present value is future value equal to present value into 1 plus r raised to n. Once again, future value equal to present value into 1 plus r raised to n. Here, future value means future current cash flow, the value of future. The present value is the current rate of our money, and r is the interest rate per annum, n is the number of years for which compound is done. Okay, here the compounding is done only on yearly basis. Okay, and the problem area will be discussed later. Okay, suppose we want to know the compounding is done on half yearly or quarterly, we can use another formula, that is future value equal to present value into 1 plus r by m raised to m into n. Here r is the rate of interest per annum, n is the number of years for which compounding is done, m is number of times for which compounding is to be done in a year. Okay, we can use this formula for the calculation of future value. If the compounding is made half yearly, there is a point. If the compounding is made half yearly, interest paid twice a year but at half of the rate of interest, which means annual rate of interest is to be divided by 2 and number of years to be multiplied by 2. Okay, this is half yearly. Compounding is made half yearly. Okay, if the compounding is made quarterly, annual rate of interest is to be divided by 4 and number of years is to be multiplied by 4. Okay, clear? Our second method of calculation of future value by compounding technique is calculation of future value of an annuity. Here annuity means a series of periodic cash flows of equal amount. The formula for calculation of future value is future value annuity equal to A into 1 plus R raised to N minus 1 all divided by R. Here A means constant periodic flows. R means rate of interest per period. N means duration of the annuity. Okay, this is the formula for the calculation of future value of an annuity. Okay, students, this is all about the compounding technique of time value of money. Our next technique is discounting technique of time value of money. Okay, what is discounting? Discounting is the process of converting the future amount into its present value. It is helps to ascertain the present value of a future cash flows by applying a discount rate. Okay, for calculating time value of money under discounted technique by the formula we can use, that is present value equal to S by 1 plus I raised to n. Here P means present value, S means future sum, I means interest rate, we can also call R, N is number of years to maturity. Okay, this formula is used only for present value of a single cash flow. Okay, suppose we want to calculate the present value. Suppose we want to calculate the present value of an annuity. The formula is present value annuity equal to A by 1 plus R raised to 1 plus A by 1 plus R raised to 2 plus continuing and A by 1 plus R raised to n. A is the constant periodic flows, R is the rate of interest or discount rate. By calculating present value, we can also use the present value table available at different discount rate and at different periods. It's very easier to calculate present value. Okay, the problem area will be discussed later. Okay, students, the next topic is difference between Compounding technique and discounting technique. There are some differences in the compounding technique and discounting techniques. What are they? The method used to know the future value of present amount is known as compounding. The future value of a present amount, that called compounding. The process of determining the present value of the amount to be received in future, it is known as discounting. Okay, the next one is compounding uses compound interest rate. Under discounting use discount rates. Then compounding of a present amount means what will we get tomorrow if we invest a certain sum today. Under discounting of future sum means what would be need to invest today to get the specified amount tomorrow. Okay, next difference is the future value factor table is referred to calculate the future value in case of compounding. Future value factor table is used in compounding. Okay, in discounting, present value factor table is used to calculate present value. Okay, in compounding, present value amount is already specified. On the other hand, the future value is given in the case of discounting. Okay, students, these are the important differences between compounding and discounting. Okay, students, hope you all are understood the term time value of money and its techniques. Okay, students, study well. Thank you. Thank you so much.